Greetings, YouTubers. Larry here, and welcome back to the channel. This is an unplanned video that I decided to make this morning to illustrate some of the issues and problems you might run into on your car that may sound like a major issue but really aren't, and can be caused by the negligence or inexperience of others. What you just saw on the intro there was the startup, a cold start on my 2011 Mustang with the 5.0. Doing exactly what it should do. Cold start on a chilly 38-degree morning. It idles up, warms up a little bit, then settles in and starts idling around 750 to 800 RPM. That's normal. Over the last couple of weeks, I started having an issue with this car. What it would do is on cold starts, it would surge pretty significantly, anywhere ranging from around 600 RPM up to about 1500, and it took a while to settle in. After a couple of miles of driving it, or after it warmed up a little bit, it would settle down and work normally. But that particular idle surge had me rather concerned, as I'm sure you can imagine. My first instinct on it was to say air-fuel mixture. There was an issue with the air-fuel mixture, but I'm not sure why something like that would all of a sudden start being a problem. And of course, along those lines, my first thought was the mass airflow sensor, or the MAF, might be going bad, which would cause the computer difficulties because it wasn't properly sensing the amount of air coming into the system and not being able to get the air-fuel mixture right. Well, actually, as it turns out, the problem was a lot simpler than that. In thinking back, I'm rather older now and getting a little too old to crawl around on concrete floors under cars when I can avoid it. So much against the advice of many of my car brethren out there, I have other people change my oil for me. With the price of oil spiking the way it is and other materials, it's worth the extra $2 or $3 it costs me to have somebody do it for me. The other day, several weeks ago, I had the oil changed on this car, and I thought back, and when I was thinking, I also remembered that they changed the air filter, and that is about the same time that the problem that we're discussing cropped up. Let me show you what I found. This right here is the air box. This is the box that holds the air filter. The tube running to the throttle body, and there is a sensor that is on this particular box right here. This is the mass airflow sensor. I thought that this was the initial problem that I was having in this car. Maybe this sensor was going bad and it wasn't giving the computer correct information on the air. But as it turned out, as I told you, I remembered somebody had changed the oil filter, the air filter for me. What I discovered was the way this box is connected is, if you look right here, you have a tab here and a tab here. These are on the bottom part of the box. The top box slides into these particular positions here, and then you snap it shut with these here. The problem was whoever had replaced the air filter on this car did not slide these tabs into place and just snap it shut on this side, meaning that this side over here was loose. Raw air was being fed into the system, causing the MAF to have problems adjusting the air-fuel mixture, causing the idle surge. The only thing that I can theorize is once the car got up to speed or warmed up, the natural suction suctioned the air filter down to where it would seal it automatically. And then, of course, once you shut the car off and it got cold, that seal would be broken because the box was loose, causing the issue all over again. So the moral of the story is the entire problem was caused by an inexperienced technician that did not properly re-engage the airbox, causing the airbox to leak, causing the computer to not be able to adequately adjust the air-fuel mixture, causing the surge. This particular incident kind of aggravated me a little bit for one simple reason, and that is due to the fact that somebody who's not car savvy, the average person on the street that doesn't work on cars, that uses their car for transportation, would not have known where to look, and they could have gone to an ASE certified technician and spent hundreds and hundreds of diagnostic dollars trying to find an issue that was caused by an inexperienced tech at an oil change shop. So the moral of the story is, well, don't do what I did, first of all, and immediately assume the worst, that it's going to be an expensive problem. I have a habit of doing that. But also, remember the chain of events leading up to the cause of the problem. In this case, I remembered that the air filter was changed. I thought the problem was related to air fuel, so I immediately knew that was one of the first places I need to look. Always double check the work of others. And if you have a problem that seems to arise from a visit to the shop, don't hesitate to go back and ask them questions, because the chances are very good that if a problem starts up immediately following a visit to the shop like that, then it's got to be related to that issue. Well, I appreciate you joining me for this. As you can tell, my Coyote is running very good now and ready to go for another many thousands of miles of enjoyment. Stay tuned to the channel. This car, of course, is going to be updated with some suspension upgrades, as you will see from some of my other videos. Be sure and like and subscribe. Join me on this channel for other tips such as this, as well as car builds and other stuff like this. Thank you for joining me. See you next time.